Greetings, I'm Barrett, and welcome to Meet Me at the Table. We're continuing our playthrough of the 7th continent. We went across a bridge, and we ended up in the Badlands of South Dakota. Okay, not really. We're still on the 7th continent, but it kind of looks like it. For those of you that haven't been there, well, it looks a lot like this. We're still trying to solve the curse of the voracious goddess. It was recently brought to my attention. I'm going to put his name on the screen so you can read it. I'm not good at saying names, and I'm probably going to say it wrong, and I would feel really bad. But he brought to my attention something that is going to linger in a couple videos, and I'm not going to be able to correct it until the next video. When I saved my game back in part 829, I kept the pet rockworm. That was supposed to be discarded when I actually saved the game. I forgot about that, and I totally missed it. I will rectify that in an upcoming video, probably the next one we do. I have a plan. If you'll stick with me, I have a plan. Though for the number 10 and part 11, that rockworm's going to kind of hang out. I got a plan for him, but don't you worry. Now, with that being said, I hope that's the only major mistake I made, and I hope we can continue on without that being too big of an issue. Is Mary Kingsley going the right way? Is the voracious goddess curse ever going to be solved? To find out, I need you to meet me at the table. All right, I could either go this way, and it looks like this stuff is like a carrying thing across this, whatever this is. I'm going to guess a gap of some kind. Now the question is, could that be this gap that it was before, or is this really just this bridge? I don't know. Or I can come down here where all these cool things are. Don't know. I think we're going to go over here. And then I want to go look at this. So we're going to come this way. Oh, it's going to be a big backtrack if this is wrong. Ooh. We're going to go down here and then come back up. That'd be another big backtrack. I think we're going to go over here. So we're going to go over here. It costs 3 to move, but I've got my Learn by Doing card. So I'm going to use this card to move myself to this tile here for free. Now in here there's a lot of neat stuff to do. I want to look down here. I really think we're getting close to this thing. I really think it's like a card away. It could be this one. It could be this one here, this one. It could even be this one, and it could be inside that thing. I don't know. All right, we're going to look down here and see what's here. All right, this is going to be the Super Happy Awesome card. Closed door. The hallway you took leads to a heavy wooden door. You press your ear against it, but cannot hear anything beyond. Oh, yuck. Okay, the door creaks angrily on its rusty hinges and it swings open. Well, guess what's going to get? It's going to get hit by a club. This club is going to hit that thing so hard it's not even going to know what to do. So I'm going to move this to 3, and then we're going to take 1 card and hit that door. Come on, die door. Curse. I do have my forewarned is forearmed. We're just going to go ahead and use that. That means that I got 3 successes. The hard way is what you call that. Discard this. And put a 208 card. This one says, the wind blows through the canyon, howling past its carved and weather-beaten walls and churning the fine brown dust where with each gust it is as if the canyon is moaning in pain, the sound of which filling you with unease and sending ye shiver down your spine. I keep thinking I'm so close. This has wood or stone on it, I'm sorry. It takes 2 to walk off of. Is there anything neat?
How does that work? Did I do this wrong? 208, is this the wrong one? What? No, this is 205. But I couldn't go that way. So I could come this way, but I couldn't go that way. That's interesting. So these do all match up. That's kind of nice. That works out really well. This way was the right way to go because I wouldn't have been able to get this way. But now this all connects. So that helps a lot. I do have to put a exploration card over here. Now the question is, do I want to look at some of this? I think I'm going to look at this because it's free. We like free, $2.55. Large wicker baskets are dangling from strong ropes above the precipice. They seem to lead into the mountain. In the distance ahead of you, thick fog in the rift prevents you from determining its depth. Apparently, the baskets can move across thanks to a sophisticated mechanism. Are you ready to jump in? I don't know if I'm ready to jump in. We'll put it right here. And now it does cost 1 to look up here, but let's do it. It takes 1 to look up there. Besides, I've got some empty space in my hand. Well, that's not going in my hand. That was hilarious. 289. There's 2 289 cards. And it says, judging by the tracks on the ground, animals pass through here lately. You hide, being sure to stay downwind to prevent the potential prey from picking up your scent. Oh, okay. It's a hunt place. I think this is good. Let's do this hunt. I think this is going to be good. This one goes back in the box. Now let's look at this. It takes me 2, and I need 2 successes. I can't green anymore. The only card I have that's going to help me with hunting right now is my bolas. Now the question is, do I just take the 2 cards and hope I get 2 successes and just go for 2 cards? Or do I, oh, it's only 3. You know, I think just taking 2 cards is going to be worth it. We're going to give it a shot. If we don't make it, not the end of the world. See how it goes and hope we do well. We got 1. Oh, we get our walking stick back. Sweet. 2, we did it. Okay, good. We got 2. We're going to take our walking stick. I know I'm going to have to spend a couple to craft it, but it helps me move so fast. It's so good. Now, we did get 2 successes, so I do get to draw 2 105 cards. I'll tell you right now, if I draw 2 of those nothing around cards, I'm going to be so sad. All right, we're going to draw this one and this one. Oops. Sorry. I bumped the camera. Here we go. 2 cards. Come on, first one. Oh, there's our friend the white hair. That's not too bad. Free food. And of course, empty-handed as usual. Oh, man. How many of these are in that thing? Because that's ridiculous. We're going to take the white hair, and this goes back in the box. So we get 2 201 cards. That goes into the past. So we get our food. And now I'm going to replace this card with the gold card. This goes into the past. The gold card says, after a long wait in ambush, you have to face it. Without the appropriate hunting equipment, you have little chance of catching anything. It's not too bad. I only need 1 to get 2 successes. Which I do have some cards that help with that, but then I pull those 250 cards and they're predators. Oh no! I totally just cheated. So this still goes there. It says I forgot about this. If at least 1 involved character is bloody, you must discard 1 card without the keyword predator. Choose 1 of the remaining cards which represents the result of your hunt. So wait, I might not have to discard this. I might be able to discard the you didn't find a darn thing card. Okay, so here's the 2 cards. And this one says, you have spent too much time already and have to face the facts. Any further hunting is a waste of time. There is nothing here. And it doesn't say... Okay, let's read the whole thing to make sure I'm not doing something wrong here. Reveal them. If at least one involved character is bloody, you must discard one of these cards without the keyword predator. Choose one of the remaining cards which represents the result of your hunt. I don't see why I don't choose empty-handed. I mean, I could see where if this was the horned bear and the white hare, then the white hare would have to go away and I'd have to take the horned bear. But I'm going to use the bloody part of this card on the empty-handed, and then I'll still hunt the white hare. I think that's illegal. And this will go back in the box. If that's not legal, let me know in the comments below. But I think that I can do that. Now, with that done, we have a problem. I would like to craft this walking stick, but I don't have enough room in my inventory. Right now, I've got a club with 3 that also has the bowls attached. We're not getting rid of this. I've got that tribal flute, which is absolutely amazing if I ever have to play music again. I've got my raft, rope, and this potion at 4. I don't want to lose that. And last but not least, I've got 2 things of meat. Now, I could eat the meat and just take 6 cards. Or was it 2? Or what I could do is make this fire making kit, make the fire. That's going to cost me 4 cards. I can add it to really any of these. Like I could add it to the raft, which means that sadly my durability wouldn't go up because I don't have a stealth card. But at least I could make the fire, eat the food. I think that's the best plan here. We're going to create this. We're going to pay 2 cards. With our action deck's getting low again. And we're not going to take this card. I have no reason to have this. There's nothing fishing around here. But I will take the Knowledge is Power. What the heck? And we're going to then make our fire making kit. Now I'm going to take 2 cards again. I got to remember. Oh, good. We'll keep that. And another knowledge. I'm going to take the Knowledge is Power card. I already have a Remember card, and I've got a plan. And now that makes fire. I had to add it to my raft card, and it didn't follow the same keywords, so I have to put this down to 3 to use that fire. That moves my fire to here, and now I can cook my meat. So I'm going to do that and get 12 cards back into my action deck. And we're going to return these to the box. All right, I got 12 more cards in there, and just to keep score, again, 4 curses are left in that. Fantastic. I'm going to use my tribal flute to go to 2, and I'm going to use this think action or whatever. It's the think compose music action, which then I am going to use on this Knowledge is Power card. So I draw 1 less, and I get 1 star automatically. Now, because it's a locked action, it means I cannot change how many cards I draw or how many stars I need unless it comes from an item or card in your hand. So this one does allow me to do these. So I'm going to use this, and it says you get more experience. Take 1 003 card for each other Knowledge is Power card in the hands of involved characters. Take 1 additional 003 card, then discard this. So I'm going to get 2 003 cards because I've got 2 Knowledge is Power cards. So here's my 2 Knowledge is Power cards. They're just experience point cards. They're going to go in our satchel. And now we've cleared out those meat so I can build my walking stick. So I'm going to pay 2 cards because there is like no resources on any of these cards. This is just brutal. We're going to make the walking stick for 2 cards and put a 4 up here on it and over onto the side there. Here's our 2 cards. We get whatever the cost. Oh, and I'm going to take my aggressive card. That's a good card. I don't know if this is the right idea. I want to go down here and explore over here again and kind of get a little bit more of this map opened up. I know that means I'm going to have to move this all up. Okay, we moved everything up. My action deck used to be up there. I put it back down here now. And our discard past cards are here, and our discard pile is still right over there. So we're still kind of all in the camera, but barely. Wow, this is getting... Just look at this. This is getting huge. Oh, my goodness. All the way over there. What an epic game we're playing. Okay, down to here we go. I'm going to use my walking stick to move down here. Our walking stick will go to a 3. And we get to move for free. Goodbye, fire. Now, I want to look over here. But I think eventually we're going to go over here. I want to see what's in there. All right. I hope this is like a lagoon where I can get lots of food. Seepage again? Oh my gosh, it's a different one. Okay, let's see what it says. You freeze in your tracks upon hearing a worrying crack above your head. Looking up, you see that a section of the ceiling is starting to cave in. Oh no, each involved character may discard any number of cards with the keyword vigilance from their hand or inventory. For each card discarded this way, you get 1 star. During the result steps, the following action. Oof. It says 0-2 or 0-4 if another seepage card is already in play. There is no seepage card in play. There was one in the past, but I already took care of it. So it's not in play. I don't believe it's in play. If I get this wrong, I apologize, but there's a seepage card in my past, but it's not in play unless this is all considered in play. And if that's the case, I'm failing miserably and I should be going for 4 stars. But as I see it, I think I go for 2. It says, diving out of the way, you barely manage to avoid the falling debris, get a 0-3 card. Otherwise, something happens bad. I -2 to something. You are too slow to avoid and the debris smashes you badly. Okay, so we need to take... I'm going to take, I think, 3 cards. Do I have anything that helps with this balance? Does the walking stick? No, it doesn't. I'm going to take... Yeah, I got to take 3 cards and hope we get 2 successes. Hope it's not overkill. There's 1... 2, we got our 2, and we got 2, and I'm going to keep my learn by doing. But this woven basket isn't bad nowadays. But again, there's no resources out here. This deadfall trap would work. I could get that and add it to my club. Would that really help? It's either, well, this is a no-go. It's just a matter of which one of these 2 I want to keep. The learn by doing, now that I see how this card works, this is a really good card. But I don't have anything that helps me with hunting. Unless I want to, except for my bolas. I think we're going to go with the learn by doing. I have a remember card. If I find another place to hunt, I'll just maybe bring that back in. So we were able to succeed. We get a 0-0-3 card. And our 0-0-3 card, again, we're up to 7. It says, you remember Sophia, your botanist friend, who always chastised you for not learning more about botany. How ironic it was that she was blinded after incorrectly identifying a mushroom that sprayed her with acidic spores. Oh, boo, yuck, that sucks to be her. Your journal contains invaluable information, especially about the properties of the plants you can find on the 7th continent. Remember to read it. Okay, and then this tells me to put those 6 0-0-3 cards back. And now I'm going to put out a 218. And it says, an imposing statue carved out of the cliff face looms over the stone altar at its feet. Oh, this might be it. Oh, there it is. Oh, this could be it. Okay, let's see what's here. Wood. I can go and see what that is. I can pray at the altar. Let's see if there's anything else. That's it, though. Look at it. That's it. That's it. Check it out. There it is. There it is. Oh, my gosh. We're going to do this. Oh, this is going to be so cool. Oh, I'm as giddy as a schoolgirl. Here we go. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, I'm just going to put this down. We're going that way now. I was thinking about going over here and check this out, but that's it right there. That's it. I need to pay 2 to walk off this, so we're going to do that. I've got my walking stick. It's going to go to 2. I'm going to move over here. I'm going to look here for free, but I really, really think this is going to be it right here. I think this is going to be it. Let's see, 165 to look see. Our 165 card says, a stone altar sits at the foot of an impressive statue. Atop it, you can see the calcified remains of a skeleton. Leaving no doubt about the sacrificial purpose of the altar, a shiver runs down your spine as you wonder how many people met their end here. Oh, no, this isn't it. Okay, it says, looking at the statue, a strange thought crosses your mind. Perhaps a sacrifice might appease whatever strange force dwell here. If you want to take the following action, you must banish one card with the keyword companion. Oh, wow. Take 195 plus add that card from the adventure deck if available. Well, that's our goat. He's in the banished pile. I remember this symbol. He was on our friend the goat, so sadly that ain't happening. Take a 1/9, okay. If you want to take the following action, you must discard one card with the keyword stamina from your inventory. And take a 209 card from the adventure deck if available. Stamina. So I could still do this with my pet rockworm, but I wouldn't be able to add the number. I just get a 195. Otherwise, I could do a stamina card and get a 209 card. There's bone here again. So we're going to put that here. We are also going to do the prey action. And I need to take one card to do the prey action, and I get snowshoes. Why not? I'll add them to my hand. And grab a 237. All right, it says, you are at the foot of a gigantic statue, its gaping mouth seemingly ready to devour you, the chanting breeze coming out of its sounds both bewitching and threatening. If there is a card under the Satchel Journal card, you must apply the following effect. Instead of revealing this, return it. In place of it, take the card whose number is equal to 237 plus this from the adventure deck if available. Here we go. So I'm going to take 237 plus 7. Oh man, I can barely even do math. I'm so excited. 237 plus 7, so that's 4, 244, right? 37, 38, 39, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4. 34, 234. All right. We return this, right? Instead revealing this, return it to 244. Let's get that, 244. All right, yep, and I got a 237 thumbs up down here. If I have to take an action, I'm going to probably use this entire action deck to do it. Here we go. It says, immediately you recognize the gloomy idol that has been haunting your restless nights, with one notable difference. Its eye sockets are empty. I don't have this. Well, I'm guessing I need this. 148. All right, it's right here. I'm guessing I need to find this circle. I don't know what to do. If I take a 148 card, I'm sure that's going to be like, maybe you win. This is going to be like a definitely you're the best thing on the planet. Let's look at the curse is, maybe the curse is in here. No, the curse is still in my action deck. Oh, I don't know what to do. Okay, here's the plan. We're going to go looking for this, but when our action deck gets low, we're just coming back and we're just going to give it a shot. That's the only thing I can think of. Because I don't know where I'm going to find this. We could start by maybe this giving it to us. Banish a card with the keyword companion. Take a 195. I don't think this is going to be any good, but this might be. Let's give it a shot. I'm going to take my companion. Let's sacrifice this poor little rockworm. Take one card. Maybe. Or I could use my tribal flute and take no card. No, we'll take a card. That's fine. Think. Why not? We'll take think in their hand. We're going to get rid of these snowshoes. We don't need snowshoes. And we're going to sacrifice the pet rock. So we have to banish the rockworm and take a 195 card. It says, you sacrifice your companion and lay its dead body on the altar. Just when your companion's blood comes in contact with the altar, your clothes begin to feel surprisingly wet. Blood. Your clothes are stained with blood. Oh, this is terrible. All right. The active player takes a 105 card and 4 103 cards banish this. So we get 4 more experience. I'll put those in my satchel. But then I have to take a 105 card. It says your clothes are covered in blood, whether yours or that of a dead animal. Both pose its own risks. Okay, and this one, I can't take more than one state of the same state, but this does, in the rules it says that I have to replace this with the one I've got, which is this one. They're both identical, so it's not that big a deal, but it does tell me I do have to replace that. So I'm going to put this one back in the box. That was something. Not what I was looking for. It was not this. I'm going to go back over here. There's a chance that this might have something to do with this. And I might be able to get that. Maybe there's a jewel over here. That's my guess. Because this is where people lived. Maybe they've left the stuff there. And the only other thing is it could be here. And I have no idea how I'm ever going to learn that. So let's go back this way. It cost me 1 to move off this, which I'll do. Take 1. Remember card. I do already have a remember card, so we're going to discard that. Now I'm going to pay 2 with my walking stick. That brings us here. From here, I really want to look at this. Something tells me this might be where I need to go. Otherwise, I think I'm going south again. I really don't think going across this canyon is where this gem is. It's got to be near this thing. You wouldn't go too far from there, would it? I don't think so. So we're going to pay 1 to look at that. I got my camouflaged outfit. That's going to go in the discard pile. 155. 155 says, you easily reach one of the cave-like openings and step inside. The remains of crude furniture only serve to confirm that someone lives, or once lived here. Oh, it's a dog. Before you can search the place, a tough-looking bulldog appears out of nowhere and growls at you warily. You will fight it if you have to, but maybe it is friendly. Ooh, I like this idea. Take 2 003 cards. If you speak German, take a 199 card. That's ridiculous. Seriously? Otherwise, take a 201 card and then do this. The dog scampers away immediately if I try to beat it with a stick. Well, I do not speak German. That's hilarious that that's in here. If you speak German. All right, let's see here. We're going to try this. Because I've got my flute. My flute gives me -1 or 1 success. So I could get this. I only need 2 successes with my flute. Now the deal is, though, I want to get a little bit better chance at this. So we're going to put this here. Because this is not a you have to do it right now action. I can do this. This can just stay right here. I know I'm putting it right on top of there. I'm sorry. I will move that when we do our drawing and stuff. But I have a remember card. And I think I'm going to try to remember one of those automatic success cards. There we go. Forewarned is forearmed. So I'm going to take that into my hand. And I'm going to discard my remember card. And now we're going to use our tribal flute. So it's going to go down to 1. And now we're going to draw 1 card, because that's all I can draw, and hope for a success. Oh, we didn't get the success. Darn it. So we only got 1 success. I could use my... I think I will. I'll use our... Oh, I want to save this, though. I like this card, and I think I might need it. Getting this dog isn't the end of the world, and I can just draw another card and use my flute, but then I lose my flute, and if I ever play something musical, I'm in big trouble. Let's do it. Let's use our Valiant Heart Shall Not Fail to get 1, 2, 3 from our flute. Take 2 003 cards. I don't speak German, so I get a 201 card. And I guess I'll take this. So you get 2 003 cards. They're both experience points. And since I don't speak German, I get a 201. The barking slows and eventually stops. Cautiously, the dog approaches you, sniffs your hand, and then gives it a friendly lick. The dog's dark brown collar is a definite indication that it was brought here, probably by a member of the previous expedition. You wonder what fate his former owner and those who lived in the troglodytic village suffered. Yeah, sorry about that word. He is my loyal companion, a thick-necked dog that does not seem to understand your commands. Sweet. During the result steps, you may choose up to 2 of the revealed blue cards and shuffle them back into the action deck without adding their successes to your total. If you do, you must then draw that many cards, adding the successes to your total. If you get injured, banish this. If it leaves your hand, banish it. All right, so I got a companion. Now I also have to take a 101 card from my Valiant Heart Shall Not Fail. And it's right here, and it says, you are feeling increasingly drowsy and are struggling to stay awake. You cannot wait to find a safe, comfortable place to rest. And again, it doesn't have that draw the card symbols. So I can return this if I rest. Now after that's done, I do have to take a yellow card. I wonder, okay, you speak German. I mean, I can say a few words in German, but I don't speak German. Nah, whatever. I took the 201 card. All right, put the yellow card out here. So that is a 155. And it says, now that you have secured the area, you resume your search. Thick layers of dust cover the ground and some bamboo furniture. Everything suggests this place was abandoned a while ago. Immediately after this is revealed, one involved character takes a 172 card from the action deck if available. All right. 172. There's 3 172 cards. And it says, you find a local handcrafted item. Be good. Enclosed cage? What is this? A small puzzling wooden cage with an intriguing sound coming from it. What the heck? Unlock it, take a 193 and apply consequence A. Banish this. The cage collapses. Anything inside has likely been crushed to death. 193 and apply consequence B. Oofda. Oh, hold on a second. One of my experience cards. Here it is. Here's the experience card. It says, if it goes ha, well, that doesn't help at all. I was really hoping that this would be the same words that are on here, but it's not. Okay, well, That was worth a shot. Okay, so this goes in my satchel. Huh. So I can do this anytime I want. Interesting. Now I put this here. I know, it's on top of my action deck. I'll deal with that. This goes in my satchel. It's about to be used, I bet. So I'll put it to the side. I can rest, which I can take one card and have one success. Better, check this out. I've got a raft. It gives me successes, but doesn't give me take cards away. Darn it. I am going to still use my raft to go to 2 so we can return this tired state. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to take one card to get one success. Move my action deck down here. Now, I didn't get the one success, but I got rudimentary flint. I do want to keep this because I don't have any way of making fire right now. Ooh, I got a plan. You may discard this during an action you're involved in order to apply the following effect. -2 or a... Oh, it's not a lucky 7. It doesn't activate it. Okay, never mind. We're going to discard this. We're going to draw again. Oh, there's that curse. But let's look at this. Oh, it does have those little things up there. Let's look at this. Okay. Let's try to rest again. I'm a moron. 0/0, each evolved character can return their tired state. So I'm actually going to take my raft back to 3. Because I would, if I ever get this, there's not a success again. What am I doing? I should just use the raft and just be done with this. I don't need a paddle. I am wasting a lot of cards here. We're just going to use the raft to 2. I should have just done this right from the start. I'm just a moron. All right, here we go. And I didn't get my 1, but I got this. Using the raft gives me 2 successes automatically. So we're done with this. This game is, we're not playing this game anymore. Knowledge is power is going to take the place of my... No, we're just going to ditch knowledge is power. And we are going to rest. Take a 0/0/0 card. And this is that one where I get to draw 4 advanced skill cards, decide which ones I want, and put them either in my action deck or into my hand. Here's the 4 advanced skill cards we got. Balance. So where were you a little while ago? The following effect applies as long as you have this. I get star and lucky 7 when taking balance. It only costs 3. Watch out. The following effect applies as long as you have this in hand. Doing a hunt action, you may discard 1 card with the keyword predator and take another card bearing the same number before choosing which to keep. Ooh, that's not bad. Tough nut. The following effect applies as long as you have this in hand. You may discard any number of cards with the keyword stamina from your hand or inventory. For each card discarded this way, apply the following effect. I don't really think that's worth 5. And last but not least, Bivouac. The following effect applies as long as it's in hand. When you resume your game, you immediately after putting the first terrain card on the board into play, you may put a fire figure into play on it and or take the following action. This is really good. We're buying this card for sure. So we have 13 experience. So we are going to buy this for 4. There's our 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to buy both of these for 3 each. So that's 6. So I'm going to pay this with the 7 and get 1 back. Now I keep 3. That's not bad. We did pretty good on that, I think. We got 3 new cards. And I'm going to keep this one in my hand. These 2 I'm going to put in the action deck. Tough Nut goes back in the box. That was really good. We were able to buy some cards that are going to keep us going because we're kind of running low again. But I didn't find the jewel. I was really hoping that jewel would be there. Do you think it's down here? Because we're running out of cards. I do know there's a hunting spot up here. I could go up and save the game. And then when we restart the game, we could hunt again. And then start again knowing that this is over here. But I'm so close, I think. We're going to go down here. Let's see what it is. Oh, wow, look at this. A metal piece. You found a small twisted piece of metal. -2 to the next card. Or break locks. Discard this. I think I've got a plan. No, I don't like that. But we are going to add this. And we're going to go put a 196 card into play. This one says, a well was dug in the rocky ground here, just north of some wetlands where copious amounts of horseflies and mosquitoes dwell. Oh, we're going in a totally different new area again. I don't think that's a good idea. I think we should stay in this area. That's got to be in there somewhere. It takes 2 to move off. There's some vine and things here. I could look here. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go down here and look in that well. Maybe it fell in the well. First, we're going to break this open with our club. I'm really interested to see where club is going to go to a 2. And it gives us 2 successes automatically for lock breaking. So we're going to do this. And we're going to get a 193 card, and we're going to apply consequence A. So here's a 193 card. All right. It says consequence A. You open the small cage and the venomous sting of a large black scorpion sinks into your hand, pulling away in burning pain. You hurriedly try to tend your injury while the scorpion scurries away. Oh no. Boo. Oh no, the active player takes 2 108 cards. Oh, this is yucky. All right, the first 108 card, it says, the purplish blemish in your skin is getting worrisome, and greenish pus that they ooze is noisome. Every minute that your fever rises, you get closer and closer to potential death. Poison, and it has the X, so I have to discard 2 cards right now, one from Mary Kingsley and one because I'm bloody. So I have to discard 2. And I get the poison status. Now again, I have to draw another one. Okay, this one doesn't make me discard cards, and I have to take the one I just got. Yuck. I hate bugs. And this, banish this. Should we see what this does? Why not? We're going down here real fast. Let's see what this does. We're probably about to be sprinting back over here and just checking it out. Discard all cards with the keyword elixir you have in hand. Take a 5/16 and banish this. So I don't have anything with the elixir keyword. I'm hoping this will help with my poison. I don't know if it's going to, but I'm going to take a 5/16 and banish this. And this says, you swallow the substance with an expression of disgust. It tastes quite awful and does not seem to do anything. Ooh, what's this? I'm intuitive. Immediately after this is revealed, each involved character returns their frightened state. Well, that didn't happen. You may discard this to prevent getting frightened. Also, during these actions, something happens. During the result step, before totaling successes, you may choose up to 2 cards you just drew and shuffle them back into the action deck. If you get tired while you're already tired, discard this. Okay. Well, that's not bad. All right. Sadly, didn't get rid of my poison state. We're going to move down here. How many cards do I got left? My walking stick has 1 left, so I'm going to move here for 1. Move there for 1. Walking stick back, oh look, then walking stick back for 2, move off for 1, move off for 2, and then go for the prize. We'll see what happens. That's about all I got left. So we're going to move down here for 1. And I get a torch. Torch doesn't help me. I got a better plan. I'm going to move back up to my fire. That will save me a lot. All right. Now we're here. Let's look at this. A 1, 6, 7. Watch out. You may discard 1 card to the keyword print. Okay. We don't need that. We're going to look at this. 1, 6, 7. All right. It says, leaning over the edge of the old well, you peer in. You think that you can make out the bottom, but barely. Dropping a stone into it, you judge from the sound that the well might be about 20 feet deep and completely dried up. Oh, this could be it. You carefully climb down the well. 1, 6, 9. I need to get 1 card and 1 success. Okay, good news. I've got a rope. The rope can make -1 and give me 1 success. So we're going to use our rope. It's going to go down to 1. And we're going to climb down into this well and grab a 1, 6, 9 card. And here's a 1, 6, 9. Please be the gem. There are several stone sculptures of flowers at the bottom of the well. After picking one of the more perfect ones, you climb back to the surface. Take a 118 card from the adventure deck if available. You make it safely to the surface. Then we do the same climb action. And I'm again going to use my rope, which then will remove my raft rope combo here. It goes into the discard pile. But we're going to grab this 118 card. Be the jewel, come on! No, it's a sculpted flower. A stone sculpture you found at the bottom of the well. I can use it to make stone. That's it? Yuck. 5. Does that have anything to do? I'm still looking for these numbers too. I don't see those anywhere. I'm going to put this with our club and everything. And now after using the rope, we're back out of this well that got us nothing. Where is this jewel? Okay, we're running out of cards here. We only got 3 cards left, and then we're going to have to start pulling from the discard pile, which is always bad news. We could use 1 to get back here, and that might be what we do. We're going to go back here, and I think I'll have to save the game. I don't have enough cards to get me up here to search up there, if you can even see, up there. I mean, there's also this possibility. Or do we just risk it and go over here without the jewel and hope all good things come out okay? I don't know. I really think we need that jewel to succeed at this, but I only have 3 cards now. Yeah, I think we're going to pay 1 to walk ourselves all the way back to the fire right here. That only costs us 1. Then when I save the game, this hunting option will become available again. And I think that's going to be a great place to start the next video. I know we're so close. And I'm going to make sure to write this down in the cartography book, kind of what's around here. Because I want to make sure we have a lot of this mapped out. So when we do come back next time, we know the jewel's not here. We know the jewel's not here. There's a chance the jewel's here, but I have no idea what that means. Or it could be up there. There's a good chance it's up there too. This might not have been the bridge you're supposed to go across. There might have been a bridge up here that is telling us to go across, and maybe that's where the jewel would have been. Well, we moved here. We're going to take 1 card. Oh, we got a forewarned is forearmed. That's a great card. And I think we're getting rid of our think card in order to take this in to our hand. And this is where we're going to save the game. I've got a tribal flute. We're going to go through everything just so we can remember what we have. And it has 1 durability left on it. So when we save our game, I'm going to take our flute and I'm going to put our 1 on it. I've got a walking stick with 1 durability left. I've got my Super Club combo again, and it's got 3 durability left, and it comes with a club, those bolas, some metal piece, I don't know when we're going to use that, and also this. These 2 things I can use to craft, and they don't go against my durability. So they have 3 right now. So we're going to put a 3 on this, just like that. Now we have our satchel with 1, 2, 3 experience points, our magnifying glass, not in our satchel. That history of the continent that might be part of the deal to find this gem. And if it is, I don't know where I'm going to find the other 3 parts. Of course, our extensive research on our rockworm, our seaweed, and our curse, the voracious goddess. And let's read through this one more time. Maybe there's a hint in here as to where that jewel is. It does say, since you returned from that expedition, the vision of a strange, gloomy idol that seems to be calling you has been haunting your nights. The piercing cries of a few seagulls pull you out of a deep slumber. They sound so strange, as though they were laughing. You try your best to understand where on earth you are. How did you end up in this place? Your memories are clouded, and you seem unable to remember. While sifting through your journal, you come across a handwritten sheet upon which something that looks like a route was drawn, along with several statues along with several statues. As it so happens, one of the statues looks exactly like the idol that rests from your restless dreams. And here's the back of that card. And I'm just starting to wonder and maybe worry. I maybe skipped over this part where it says, along with several statues. I hope it doesn't mean that maybe the jewel was in that statue back here we passed. If it is, we're in big trouble. I can't go that far back. That's ridiculous. I think we would just have to give it a shot. But I think what we're going to do is we are going to save here and just kind of explore a little bit more. Maybe we'll find something. So anyway, that's in our satchel, and that really is about it. We still have the red seaweed, so we're going to put those over here. Now, also, of course, I'm poisoned and bloody, which is fantastic. I can take a nautical action or a swim action, and I can get rid of my bloody state, but this poison state, barf, I don't know what we're going to do about that. I have a dog. The dog helps me in hunting. During the results step, I may choose up to 2 of the revealed blue cards and shuffle them back in the action deck without adding their successes to your total. If you do, you must then draw that many cards, adding the successes to your total. So this will help me get successes in hunting. And I got this intuitive card. This is a really interesting card. I can discard it if I get frightened, but also if I take any of these actions during the results step before totaling successes, you may choose up to 2 blue cards you just drew and shuffle them back into your action deck. So that's good. So if I take 4 cards and 2 of them don't help me get through this, I can put them back in the action deck. Of course, if you get tired while you're already tired, discard this. So those are in my satchel. My hand itself consists of a forewarned is forearmed. This card, which is going to be the key to victory, I'll explain it in a second. We have some rudimentary flint, another forewarned is forearmed, and a learn by doing card, and an aggressive card. And I think I have too many cards. What the heck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do. Well, the last card I grabbed was a forewarned is forearmed card. So I'm going to discard that. The problem is to figure out which one it was. I'll figure out which one it is and I'll discard it. So one of these has to be discarded. That was my fault. I didn't realize that. But meanwhile, this card is going to be awesome. So the following effect applies as long as you have this in hand. When you resume your game, immediately after putting the first terrain card on the board into play, you may put a fire figure into play on it and or take the following action. Well, we're going to go with fire. Otherwise, I can level my guy up. Now, the cool thing about this is when this card appears again, this won't be here. It'll go back in the box along with the other one that's in the past. So we'll start with fire right here and the ability to hunt right on this card. That's my plan, to get some cards back in our action deck so we can explore a little bit more to see if we can find the jewel before we go sacrifice ourselves to the voracious goddess without the jewel. That's my plan. So we're happy we have this in our hand. And of course, we have Mary Kingsley. So let's start by taking our action deck away. And we got to scoop all this up into the past. And I have to try to, and I wrote a lot of this down, so we'll have this remembered. I didn't write any of that down. I'm done with the jungle. We're in this part of the continent, and this is going to be a do or die situation. We're going to explore what we can. If we don't find the jewel, then we're going to see what happens without it. Hopefully it doesn't mean I'm dead. Most likely it does. This is the 7th continent. Things seem to usually go for the worse than what you're thinking. So we're going to take all these things and put them in the past. I know, it's lots of fun just watching me take cards off the table, I bet. And it leaves us with just our one tile, or card, I should say. So we've got Mary Kingsley and all her cards in her action, and all her cards, I should say, plus one of these. I'll go through real quick and figure out which one of it is. We've got all our items. We've got our pathetic action deck with 2 cards in it, which I have to put my card on top of. We've got our discard pile, which is where all my cards are. We've got my satchel. I guess I'll put my satchel before the action deck. Take Mary Kingsley and the fire off, and then we put that card underneath. And just like that, voila, it's saved again. Such a wonderful little feature. Again, when we come back, I'll be able to set it up right away. And we do know we're only like 3 steps away from where that curse is. The problem is I don't have that jewel. So Mary Kingsley's got to do a lot more exploring. We're going to see how that hunt goes. If that hunt absolutely fails, we might just have to give it a shot without the jewel. Otherwise, I'm going to have to explore up north because we did a lot of stuff down south. And I don't want to go to that area down here that wasn't part of where we were, like the kind of Badlandsy type area. So my hope is it's north and I can come back again because I'll always have that fire now on that tile on the card we start with, thanks to that card I have in my hand. Well, Mary Kingsley is still on an amazing journey. She's doing really good. Well, we're down to 2 action cards. Not so good, but she's explored so much of this continent. It's an absolutely amazing feat as to how this game all plays together. And all the different areas that we're going to, a jungle, into the snow. Now we're in this whole Badlands area. It's absolutely amazing. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. I'm enjoying doing this. It's just so fun. I just can't stop playing this game. And when you do get a chance to play it, I hope you have the same experience. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. You can always hit the notification button and when new videos come out, you'll be the first to know. I'd love to hear any comments or suggestions, or if you've seen anything I did wrong or have any ideas of how certain things work that I maybe didn't do right, or maybe I did do right and you thought it was a really great idea. That'd be great to just leave in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. With that being said, we're going to keep on moving forward. Well, we might go going a little back next time. But we know where the voracious goddess is. We just have to find the jewel. Will Mary Kingsley find it? I don't know. But to find out, I'll need you to meet me at the table.